Should be interesting. People don't have to do it because I said it.
Steve's doing another Tone Space show.
I mean, yeah, but I don't really give a
And in
fuck
the
about
midst
them, so
of
that's why
this
it's not even
another Tone
a
Space
reply for
show,
me. Like,
he actually referred to something he said about me the day previously that I didn't hear. I catch maybe 20, maybe 15% of what this dude does, in part because he always takes his shit down. That's kind of like his ploy. I mean, maybe it's just bad impulse control. He loses his mind. He has a meltdown, and then he realizes, oh, I said some stupid shit. Let me take the shit down. Whether it's that or just pure cowardice, you know. He likes to insincerely try to stunt on people with this tactic as well, meaning he'll talk a lot of shit about you, and then if you reply and you're not the type that takes your shit down, you just let your shit rock. Meanwhile, he takes his shit down. He can then go back and try to rewrite history and say, look at all these, look at all these videos this dude has coming at me, da 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 da. But what he fails to address and realize, well, not realize, but allow the public to realize, is that all of those were replies to shit that he said to the other person first. In this particular example, shit that he said to me first. You feel me? But since he takes it down, it looks like, oh, you sweating me. You got all these videos to me, to my zero. Yeah, because you take your shit down. You a coward. Or whatever weird shit you got going on. I don't really care. But let me also get back to kind of parlaying into the whole taking videos down and leaving them up. Me as someone who leaves videos up, at least, you know, like on that Poets King channel where I talk a bunch of shit, whatever, and they're getting flagged. So I got flagged 2 times, I can't post. And that's gonna parlay into something else. I got flagged a couple times, can't post. As I'm someone that don't take shit down. You feel me? So that's why I'm doing this on this channel. So anyone that comes across this, please subscribe, share it, all that. Put it in the nigga sphere and, you know, let it rock or whatever, right? Now that's gonna parlay. You know what I'm saying? Flag. I don't know. Anyway, this nigga's back talking dumb shit. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Being that I was flagged, I've been, I guess, on YouTube in the nigga sphere, I've been quiet for like a good, 5-6 days, something like that. And this dude is still doing Tone Space shows. Another Tone Space show. Where in this Tone Space show, he referenced having mentioned me yesterday. And it wouldn't be exactly a shot in the dark to guess that yesterday's show was yet another Tone Space show. Not to mention the 10 plus hours, 10 plus hours of Tone Space shows that he's done them 5, 6 or whatever days ago. And these shows are replies to lines that I've done in freestyles. Now this show, he's referencing a freestyle I did 3 years ago. Oh, you only got 100 and something views on that, yada yada. Well, that's because approximately 3 years ago, I actually put the shit on private because your insincere ass acted like you were gonna be cool with me or whatever. So I'm like, all right, I'll put that shit on private. I only recently unprivated the shit because you be on your Mr. I meant to say shit, meaning that your freestyles are trash. So I decided to throw that back up in the nigga sphere and, you know, let people hear whatever. And now you talking this shit about, I'm saying I look better than you, I'm taller than you, and all this other shit. You saying it like I'm trying to stunt with that. But no, you're the one, Steve. You're the one that has brought up looks and is caught up on my looks for whatever weird reason. Anyone that has been peeping the jump off, they know this. You're the one saying, I never said anything about, oh, look at my eyes. You said that, oh, I want everyone to see what color my eyes were. No, I've never done that. I'm caught up. I'm always telling people how I look. No, you're always telling people how I look and trying to say that I should be this way, but I'm this way or whatever. So if I mention it, it's in reply to your shit, and it's some shit that I know gets you steamed. But real talk, and I've said this before. Well, to say that you're jealous of me is an understatement. It's not even worth it. It's like I just took an inhalation. Yeah, big deal. This is a commonality. You know, you prove it. You're terrible at subtlety. I've always said that. Even when you put them little bells and whistles in your songs, they're louder than your vocals and you litter the whole track with it. So when it comes to subtlety and just finding the right dosage to put in something, you claim you cook. You gotta be a terrible cook, B. Your shit, you probably put all types of seasoning and make that shit all super spicy. Niggas can't even eat it. Niggas be throwing up. You're terrible with subtlety. You be ODing. So when you I say that to say you're not able to hide your jealousy. You wear that shit. You can't, like a lot of people, I'm sure all y'all could relate, had niggas jealous of you for whatever reason, whatever. But a lot of times, and this is to all the adoring public listening, a lot of times people are good at kind of masking it. I'd say even on average, people are decent at masking it if they're jealous of you for whatever. They'll throw a cue here and there that they can't help it, or maybe when they get mad, drunk, shit comes out. But no, Steez, he puts his shit on Front Street, it's on blast, he lets you know, like, yeah. It's like I don't even got to go through the details. Anytime you be talking about me, it's reeking off of you. If someone had one of them type of lights that could see different things, infrared or maybe some other shit, they'll see the jealousy aura, just the green aura just popping off you. Not that good earthly green, but that like vomity color green aura of jealousy and envy, just oozing up off of your aura. You know what I'm saying? And psychologically, it's not hard to figure out. You always say, yeah, when you first came to my show, or when I first typed in your chat room, yeah, when I first came there, that's when, and you caught wind of me, maybe after I did a video or two, whatever, that's when you got on your shit. And I've said this before, and this is a lesson to anybody. Let's say anybody that got something going on that's perceived as dope, be it how you look, a car you drive, or whatever, your personality, your intellect, whatever it is, that's cherished, that's fly, that you have, you're gonna have people that's envious and jealous of you. But here's a great lesson that I've picked up. It's the people that kind of have a similar thing to you, but it's not quite on your level with it. They're in that direction. They may be a little tall or quite tall. You may just be a little bit taller. They may rhyme. You know, they may have punchlines, bars, battle rap, and then they hear you, and you be rapping your ass off. So it's like they're in that lane, but they're not quite you. They're like, oh, I can't be spitting like this nigga. How you be doing this shit? That shit is dope. Oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? They may look a certain way. They may be used to, yeah. You want to talk about a nigga talking about his eyes. Anybody has heard Steve. Steve's been talking about his eye color, and yeah, I be putting the hat low. When you look up, you can see my eyes are hazel. This nigga is talking about his eyes 20 times more than me ever talking about my eyes. Shit, give it 20 times him talking about his eyes. He's talked about his eyes infinitely more than me because I haven't even done it once. Except to acknowledge him telling me that I'm talking about my eyes, right? So I say that to say, it's like they're used to that. They're tall. Back in the day, they were, fucking with shorties and hanging with the pretty boys with big dicks. They were doing their thing. And then somebody else comes along that they're like, oh shit, this motherfucker, he's in my direction, but he's further along in the pathway than I was. Talking about this nigga Steve's or any of y'all that have someone that might have something comparable to you, but not quite that. I tend to notice that they're going to be more jealous because they're already used to a certain prominence and having their stamp in the world in a certain way, and they're already thinking they're the shit. And then someone else comes along that they deem more of that, so to speak, smarter, all types of shit, and they're going to be like, oh shit. They do their little bullshit card trick, and the whole chat room is like, oh, how'd you do that? It's magic. And then the smart guy texts them and say, oh, I figured out how you did that. You did this. And when they tell you to pick a card, you subtract. And when you got to add a card, you add it. It's a deflection so that, you can narrow people down to pick a card. And then it seems like you read their mind, but it was real. Right. Yeah. So that's what this guy's hang up is. And this has happened several times where I don't talk about dude. I could do a freestyle. I could do a song. Won't have shit to do with son. And then once he got a live stream talking about it, I want to talk about how Tone Space is a whack rapper. Yeah, I bet you do, because you want to convince yourself of that. And how many times has this man said, you not fucking with me, you not fucking with me? Yet he claims I'm the one that has a hang-up about not being able to fuck with him and lyrical hang-ups over him, even though I don't have to condition my mind to make me think that you're not fucking with me because I already know that by default. So I don't gotta convince other people about that just because I don't care. I'm confident that you're not fucking with me, and the actions and stuff will show, you know. And then to say stuff like, "Yeah, people fuck with my music, da 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 da. What about yours?" You do live streams often. You play your shit. You do radio station shit. Your shit is in constant rotation on your little live stream where people tune in because they want to see it melt down. They want to see you beef with the nigga that got beat up. They want to hear this and that. And so, yeah, in that, that's the main thing they want to hear. But during that, you play your music all the time. So, yeah, it's repetition is going to get to people. Even I know joints. In fact, I give you credit on some shit. You know how to do a punchline. I heard some shit today in your joint. What you said? Fly shit. What you said? Try to steal from the thunder from God. So what do you owe then? Something like that. You got punchlines. I never said you don't got punchlines. I ain't even gonna ever say you don't know how to rap. I'm gonna keep it real. See, and that's where people can see what's real. Like I don't gotta say you're whack. You know what I'm saying? You know how to spit up. You've been doing this shit forever. So yeah, you got your punchlines. You got your your little flow going on. You in your little dark world. Oh, the mad and I rhyme because I'm tense and I mean it's very stiff. The delivery is stiff. You don't really know how to loosen up and shit. But I mean you're not utter garbage as far as just your raps in general. It's just. Like I said, you do not know any subtlety, so it's like you try to fit like a 20-mile screw through a needle thread or something like that. So your shit comes out, and it comes out like rushed and hurried and try too hardish and all that. But you got punchlines, okay? So yeah, that was a good punchline though. What do you owe then, Thunder God? And then you say stuff like, yeah, I've been dissing these niggas and they don't even get it. No, if I heard it, I get it. I'm more brilliant than you, so yeah, I get everything. Oh, Mad Titan, I was saying shit. Yeah, like I said in Is Mine. You a pussy, Mad Titan. You just got pried open. Must be high, man. I stand in the fire smoking. Did you get that one? So, yeah, but back to you just talking shit. Like, why you even? Oh, something else I caught. I actually did a video. I just didn't put it up because I didn't have time. The other channel I wanted to put it up on, I was in the street. It wasn't working. I might put it up, might not. But I'm gonna cover what I said there a couple days ago. So you do a post saying MCs don't want it, and then on another nigga's thing. Because I missed your shit, you take your shit down. But on another niggas thing, I heard you say something about a challenge. You want to challenge niggas to doing a Mortal Kombat song. You want to challenge niggas to doing a verses, 5 songs, 10 songs, verse 10 songs, whatever. Again, allegedly, you want to challenge niggas to doing a freestyle song. Well, I accept all challenges, all of that. We could do 1, 2, 3, all 3, or even something different. Any challenge you got on some lyrical shit, I'm there for it. But nobody should give you any money. That is the most dumbest shit in the world. You can't be trusted with dough. I mean, you've let it be known. Bitch, I'm in New York. You can't be trusted with money, B. So nobody's handing you money, a fee, $500. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Notice how no one has handed you over $500. Now, if somebody want to set a battle up, crowdfund it, shit like that, I ain't paying shit. Put it that way. I'm frugal with my shit, you know what I'm saying? Crowdfund the motherfucker. So yeah, if somebody want to throw some money up, winner takes all, and put a little escrow fund together and yada yada yada, we do a battle, cool. If it's a freestyle battle, there has to be some stipulations because you're a huge liar. You lie about your freestyles. And then you change history. You say, yeah, this freestyle that you heard, when I first broadcasted it, I spit it live. Everybody heard and saw me spit it live, and to prove it was a freestyle. No, them shits were uploads. The one where you say, I'm talking to Brian Vlogs, Tone Space, them niggas, that was not a freestyle. And no, and then you lied. You said that you did that shit live, like you just put your microphone on and put the beat on and started spitting. No, you did not. You uploaded that shit. The other shit, the y'all ain't serious, whatever that shit is, that's not a freestyle. That's another one that you lied and claimed that you did the shit and proved it was a freestyle. No, you didn't. You uploaded the shit. You're a huge liar. So if niggas do freestyle, the stipulation gotta be, there gotta be a chat room. Niggas gotta throw topics like at least one time a minute, and niggas could do it that way. But all this Yeah, that's the only way we could do it with a freestyle. Cause yeah, you're a huge liar. Yeah, but anything else, Mortal Kombat, I accept all challenges. All challenges, as long as it don't involve giving your dishonest ass a dime. So there's that. But you know, at the end of the day, all you want to be is a nigga's friend. Let's face it. What happens when you allegedly cool and you call a nigga up within 60 seconds you spitting a rhyme? I know that type of psychology because I come from that too. I'm a nigga that loves to rhyme. Niggas used to call me rapping Ronnie. I'm always rhyming, throwing rhymes in niggas' faces. Da 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 da. So I know that type of behavior. So when you called me that day and within 60 seconds you were spitting some shit, I'm like, oh yeah, this nigga just want to be friends. And I've always been cool, always been cordial. And then you come later and say some shit. Oh, you took a shot at me in a freestyle, and then you double back. You do these community posts saying, "Yeah, I know he's taking a shot at me." Da 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 da. Not mentioning names. So what I do, I email you. I say, "Look, if you're talking about me, no, that's not me taking a shot at you." And you say, what did you reply? No, I absolutely was not talking about you. I was talking about Solo, Redline, and Math Hoff. You bug the fuck out, B. And then later, you do more community posts, and then you do videos, and then you admit that in those previous ones, you were talking about me. So you essentially bitched up when, as close to confronting you as I can through email correspondence, I asked you if you were talking about me, and you flat out said no. That's bitch type shit. But yeah, all this talking about good looks and all that shit, this is what you do. I don't be on that shit. But you do it so much, so yeah, occasionally I will address that you're jealous of me based on some physical appearance shit. Because it's true, because you make it blaringly obvious. And again, like I said, it's that close but no cigar shit. When niggas think that they're the shit and then they see someone else, it's like, oh, they're gonna be more jealous than the person that's further away from any of those qualities, let's say. Them niggas are already set in their ways. They're like, look, they probably rocking on some other shit. They like, oh, well, I got this going on. I got that going on. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody is their own person. Everybody's powerful or has a propensity to be powerful and has their own strengths and their own weaknesses or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this nigga's a weirdo. Just random thought. You said if I was a woman, you would want to get some pussy. Because you get on this thing talking about, oh, that's gay, talking about looks. You said if I was a woman, you would want to get pussy from me. You said you hung out with pretty boys with big dicks. You got on this video thing and were tweaking your nipples for Tommy Sotomayor. You strange, B. That shit crazy, but I might end this shit. Let me see if he was talking more shit that I could decipher. Because I kind of skimmed through this shit. But sure enough, it's called Just the Morning Show. But sure enough, there was a tone space portion, a heavy tone space portion of this morning show.
It would have to matter for me to point that back out to them. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is you talking about? You know what I mean? So, but yeah, you right. But fuck them. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Right. What's up, girl? No, go over there. I'm not pulling that fucking rope. To me, it's like a lot of this nonsense. Like, I think it's kind of weird how people want to get online and see chaos. That they actually find all this arguing and counterproductive bullshit. That's my opinion of it. You know what I'm saying? They just find all these fucking shenanigans
was off. But what was I saying? You saying niggas want to get on this thing to argue, but yeah, you call a nigga about 200 times a month just to argue when you know he's getting $15 per time that you call him. And back to that freestyle shit, at least that the nigga that got beat up, at least he actually freestyles. As mumbly and garbage as it is, at least it's an honest freestyle. You'll write some shit, put the shit up. Oh, I freestyled that, and then a year or two later, try to rewrite history. Yeah, when I posted it, yeah, nigga, y'all were here. Yo, Newt Bangerman, y'all weren't y'all here? Didn't you see me do that live? And niggas are gonna be jabronis and say, yeah, son, knowing that you motherfucking lying. Them niggas know you lying your motherfucking ass off. How do y'all niggas feel to know this nigga's lying and then co-sign his lies? That shit is bugged out. Because then when you actually do freestyle, Mr. I meant to say, gifted like Christmas, all this other shit, the shit that I put in my recently unprivated video that had 150 something views. And you say, oh, I put this other shit up, it got 100 and something views in a day. That's not really saying much. But then you take shit down. You don't leave shit up. I leave all my shit up. So whatever it does is what it does. You take it down because you're afraid it's going to stay at the 152, 300 or whatever. That's why back in some couple years ago when we were on the phone, and I'm trying to tell you to get this free money. That's what we used to call it back in the hustle days. We called it free money when it was a good hustle that required practically no work and the returns were pretty good. We called that shit free money. And I was trying to get this nigga up on that free money. What am I talking about? Fuck with the DistroKid. The thing where you can put your music on Apple, Google, all the different platforms. You got all this music. Put that shit up. I'm trying to tell the nigga, I've made, this was back in 2017, I think. I told the nigga, look, I've already made thousands off of just putting my music up, music I already had. Put it up on the platforms. You're going to get something. You know what I'm saying? This nigga, nah, I don't want to do that because I don't want to put it up. And then I look at my stats and I see nobody was listening to it. He told me that on the phone, B. So all that, oh, I like to control my shit. I don't want to put it up there and then they take a piece or nothing. Bitch, it's free money. You said yourself, you are your own self-defeatist. You said yourself, nah, I don't want to put that shit up and the niggas don't fuck with it. And so, yeah, it's like, your bark ain't matching your bike. Like I said in one of them older diss songs, you're all bark and no bite like a tree trunk. That shit is real. See if you can get your punk ass on the screen for a second. See if you're talking more shit. I don't got too much time for this shit, but a couple seconds. Alright, Civil War through pictures, no jumper. You're having to make sure ain't no sensitive shit on the screen and shit. Let's hear your dumb ass talk. Stupid motherfucker.
Entertaining. I'm like, yo, it's cool for people, I guess, to see a train wreck, as they say. That I don't find that shit interesting. Like, that shit is fucking wild. And I'm like, man, like, people get on here and then give the appearance of being one way or another. But, you know, like, the truth of the matter is the shit, they scared. And I'm like, man, I understand why people do what they do, but I'm like, that don't mean I need to go along with it. That shit is just fucking whack to me. And again, I'm not even trying to be on no extra critical shit. I think they'll make some dope ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I think if motherfuckers just like did them, you know what I'm saying, it'll be better to me. But everybody on here like scared to be them to me. That's just the best way to put it. You know what I mean? You're also the Demel Jamila. I don't understand what that even means, bro. Like what? I don't know what the fuck y'all be talking about, bro. How many times do I have to say that? What does that mean? Like, your judgment of Jamila is what? Because what you're implying is there's a collective, like, thought about Jamila, and I'm the male version of that. One, I will have to know what the collective thought is. Two, agree with that shit or whatever the fuck, and then I could respond in kind. But the fact that you're talking to me in YouTube terms blows me, because I'm like, I'm a real fucking person. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I'm not some construct from some YouTube shows, bro. And technically, you're not a part of anything. That's why I don't understand what you think you're on. Off yourself, there I spoke. Internet misfit. That doesn't even sound right. What the fuck is an internet misfit? What? I don't get
Talk
that.
about niggas saying YouTube reference, YouTube songs and everything, but you
That's
get on YouTube
some goofy
every
shit.
day talking about niggas, talking about the nigga that got beat up, talking about me, talking about this one, talking about that one. Yet you claim that you try to do something that's beyond that. You know, that you have a message, that you want to get back on your old format. I saw this shit just a morning show. I was actually thinking, you know what? Is he finally, or I don't want to say finally because he's done it so many times. I don't think there ever is going to be a finally. He's going to keep doing this dumb shit, going in circles. But is he making an attempt again to just get back on so-called his shit that's outside of this so-called sector type shit that he's not a part of? And I'm like, yeah, it's cool, just a morning show. Let's see. What do I hear? Tone Space this, Tone Space that. Play a song about the nigga that got beat up, and then talking about Tone Space, and then say, yeah, like I said yesterday about Tone Space, this, that. Come on, B. Bogus. Which I, yeah, man.
I guess you're trolling me. That's what. Again, we don't share reality. We don't share consciousness. You in this motherfucker by yourself going through what you going through, just like me. That shit has nothing to do with me, whatever the fuck you talking about. And I say that shit all the time. When y'all on here mocking, so like, what are you mocking? Lame nigga did a show yesterday talking, like not even talking, playing somebody else's arguments, but he got a picture of my stickers from, you know what I'm saying, my little brand shit. And I'm like, what? Dude be having some like fucking, like, he be having some dope ass motherfucking, like really, like nice looking displays when he put his shit out. Grandson of a caterer. So again, you gotta acknowledge, you gotta salute. Not talking about that I'm better, not even focusing on no personal shit. Like, when I just heard ovarian cysts, you told me you love me, and this whole, I'm talking from an angle like I'm better than you because, like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, what does it even matter? This is some of the dumbest shit you've ever heard. I don't give a fuck what standard you put it in. This is some stupid shit. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. Again, I can say some dumb shit like anybody else, but as an old ass man, listening to another middle-aged man berate a bitch because she told him some personal medical health type shit she got going on with herself. And he sits up and tries to make fun of her. The reason why I'm mentioning that, because I said, even my man acknowledged this shit yesterday when I said it. I can't stand a motherfucker who you confide something in. Instead of them just hearing whatever the fuck you saying and being a friend, they're sitting there taking in shit as ammunition to throw at you. That's what that shit was. And I'm like, you fucking bitch. As a man to do that. Anybody who's familiar with the history know you lost your family fucking with old girl. So to even sit up here and, you know what? Why do I even know this nigga? Why do I even know anything about this nigga? How easy it is to remove yourself from that shit by like fuck that. You know what I'm saying? None of that other shit matters no way. Like, let me get back to me, man. These motherfuckers, like, so they neighbors don't see what the fuck they got.
Anyway, you're a bitch, and all those challenges you put out there, I accept. Stipulations on the freestyle battle is crowdfunded. I ain't giving you shit. Crowdfunded freestyle battle, and it has to have some type of form where people could constantly throw topics where you gotta keep freestyling, so you can't just revert to some old rating shit. Mortal Kombat song challenge, I accept that. You want to do that? Versus this amount of songs for that songs, whatever. I accept that. All that shit. So yeah, you a bitch. Have an obsession with me again. This has happened time and time again. I ain't talking about this nigga weeks on end. Whatever. He'll keep talking about me, and then I pop up, and then he'll really try to dig his alleged claws in because he's like, oh yeah, he responded, so now let me turn up the talking about him even more and talk about he can't fuck with me all day. He can't fuck with me. Padded room type nigga shit. He can't fuck with me. Sure, keep telling yourself that. You're a bitch.